Hello, I'm Cody, and welcome to Session 2 of my Pillars of Eternity 2 Triple Crown turn-based attempt. Last time, we went through character creation, learned we're chasing down Aethys, who has possessed the giant Hydra statue under Caed Nua, and crashed our boat onto a beach. We're now searching said beach, and indeed this cave, to find our various crew members.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Thought of using that torch.
Whoa, whoa, look!
Hey.
That must have hurt.
Only attacked once. This does not count as a weapon. Well, that's damage. Oh, knockdown is now only a primary attack. It was a full attack in the previous game. Crippling strike at least is a full attack. Okay, well, that's an odd change.
I'm here.
Even a graze does good damage with that chant. That's nice
As you
to know.
That'll teach you.
I'm here.
Keeping an eye out. Whoa, whoa, look! What do you need?
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That's not good.
I'm here.
It's a concerning amount of damage. There we go, a graze. We needed that.
Yes? It's no use.
Hey.
Not all focus.
Of course.
What can I do? Yes. Happily. I'm here.
Needs to be don't have health
Keeping an eye
when
out.
we're taking down. Well, I mean, we have health, but we don't have the health and endurance mechanic. So, taking a really bad fight like that doesn't actually have any lasting effect on me.
Damned pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Bayadol. Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
I do believe I can take care of a few traps.
Well, they sting something fierce, so mind yourself.
Or more accurately, I believe
What
that
do you
art
mean?
can. Mechanics of 2 versus 0, yes. I really wish the skills would list the zeros. It feels weird that they're just missing.
Yeah? Of course.
Interesting.
Oh, got one way over there as well.
Ah, bless you, lady. Would have been a sorry way to go. Caught up in a dead pirate's trap. It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else?
He gingerly sets his weight on his injured foot, grimacing. Yeah, we've got a campfire going back to the beach.
Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
And we appear to have leveled up. straight up have absolutely no idea what sort of mechanics I need in this game. In the first game, I know I'd heard or read that 14 was about as high as you need, and I got there eventually, and that was fine. I don't know what this one. Sleight of hand certainly got decently here, but like I don't know. If my sleight of hands is too low, does it just say, game over, that everybody goes hostile? Or does it say, sorry, your sleight of hand isn't high enough? Because if the latter, then I can use it. Though I think you still need to be stealthed for sleight of hand to make sense. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're just not stealth, they'll just notice. So, I guess with Chie, we'll do a mixture of stealth and sleight of hand. So I have somebody who can do pickpockety stuff, even though it feels almost suicidal to try. Could just lose the save file to doing something silly there, but I'm going to try it anyway. You also have this party assist mechanic. I don't remember exactly how that works, but I think Chie gets, like, the highest party member applies their skills to Chie's under most circumstances, or, like, maybe just the highest party member other than the character doing the skill check applies their skill to it, except I think there's some diminishing returns, where, yeah, see, he has 3 stealth, and I would only get +2 stealth from him. But I get +2 from him on the things that he has 2 of as well, so it's like, I don't know, maybe it's +2, or +1 per up till 2, then, like, +1 per 2 points up to 4, then +1 per 3 points up to 6, or something like that, I don't know. Just speculating, but there's a diminishing return mechanic, is the point I'm ramblingly getting to. I think was intended to, like, disincentivize you to put everything in one point, one skill. And that does kind of make me, thinking about it, want to branch out a bit. Okay, get stealth and diplomacy. See how that goes. And now we're at this annoying thing where I have to choose an ability, but I don't want any of this, really. Well, I mean, I'm going to be taking Thrice, I think, but... I really wish there were more passive abilities to choose from. Because I don't care for this. Or this. Which is well or fine, but like, they're also meh. Pierce damage, slash damage reduced, no. Like, I just want to be singing Come Soft Winds of Death forever. Maybe once I get Ancient Memory, I'll sing that occasionally if we need to heal things up, but, like, that's it. Those 2 things until I get the Dragon Thrash, the Dragon Wailed. Unless there's another damage one that I haven't noticed. I'll look more closely as I get to those individual levels. I do think I'll probably be taking this. 10 to 14 damage 3 times is not terrible. And this is, yeah, it's a foe AoE. I can safely blast my allies with it. Or I could get stunning. This is a push. I don't like the push very much. It's probably circumstances where it's useful, but I'm always worried it'll shove enemies in ways I do not want them to be shoved. -2 armor rating is also decent. Each time the enemy takes damage, the duration is increased. That's really good. I'm going to want that eventually for sure. Those boss fights land at once and then just make sure people hit them regularly and it keeps it on forever. That's really nice. But for now, having a nice little lightning nuke will be very handy. Lekana used that quite a bit before he learned, or before we got that glitched firebrand, and that just became his way of dealing damage.
Yeah?
Give him more survival. Yeah, I would have taken this if enchanters got it, but apparently they do not. Even though both fighters and rogues do. Very rude game. Need more passive options generally. I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of backstab, but I'm going to want it eventually. More useful if I actually have some way of going invisible, like Smoke Veil here, or I think, yeah, Shadowing Beyond. But I'll get those eventually, I'm sure, at least one of them.
Let's take a look.
Sure.
I do want to take a closer look at his arm. What's he got here? Yeah, it's just unenchanted, except that it has the second chance ability. Am I capable of giving it fine right now? No, I would need a Peridot and a Pyrite. Would it be better to just give him a fine breastplate? I don't think so. If it was significantly better than just fine, maybe, but... 1 to religion, plus 1 to stealth.
Yeah?
Thought I had that on earlier.
Whoa, whoa, look! Better than that.
Oh, missed.
Very well.
Oh, don't crit that arc. Oof.
Hey.
Well, at least he's got athletics to heal up with. Attack first, though, because as a human, he gets bonus damage while he's nearly dead, or... not even nearly dead, I guess. Fighting spirits when he's lower than half, I think it is. Really thought that would kill.
I'm here.
I can't just right-click to go to their bestiary entry like I used to be able to. Does the bestiary entry still exist? Did they get rid of that? There it is. I haven't killed any of these, so I don't have an entry, though. I was just pondering whether I should just ignore this and let the Come Soft Winds of Death finish it off for me while I focus on the other ones. Well, actually, I should do this. Just summon up to see if it can soak up a few hits. Yeah, I am going to... There's nothing else. You're dead now. It'll be gone soon.
As you wish.
Get up here so I can apply my song to these ones.
Hey. I hope nobody saw that.
Oh, no pen. This thing not having the stunning effect it did in the first game. It's certainly making it a lot worse.
Very well.
Possible the skeletons are better knowing that, but I did not know that when I chose it.
What do you need?
That's good. What does right click do? Oh, it's trying to move. Let's see. Left click and right click can both move.
I'm here.
Okay, that's good at least. The duration is affected by intellect, which it was not in the first game.
Yes.
What do you need?
Not for summons, at least. Was for most things, but not summons. Nice.
Let's take a look.
The waters here glow an eerie blue, and the cave glistens with reflected light. You can just make out the opening in the cavern wall to the northwest, where the water flows onward. The tunnel seems to extend a short distance before turning sharply, but you cannot see where it leads. 2 athletics or 0, so definitely we'll send Edar to scout for air pockets. Edar sets out at a good pace, cutting through the water with confident strokes. Nearly to the far side of the tunnel, Edar finds a space to come up for air. With a place to rest along the way, the swim should be more manageable. Swim through. Air pockets provide a much-needed reprieve as you make your way through the cramped waterway. You make short work of the journey. You come up into what appears to be another smaller cavern, where sunlight streams in from an opening in the stone.
Indeed.
The game still has that issue sometimes where clicking on things is just weird feeling. Bombs. Another thing, I never used traps and I never used bombs, I don't think, very much. It'd be interesting to make a character that does, potentially. Assume you can make them with this crafting menu. Yeah, drugs. Oh, explosives. Yeah. I don't know how rare any of these ingredients are. My guess is not particularly. Once you get a bit into the game, you're probably absolutely swimming in them, like I was with a lot of ingredients in the last game by the end.
Told him not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech.
The ghostly figure paces the length of the small outcropping with quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself all the while. Her long cape flaps with the wind that blows from the in-between.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you?
She turns purple, piercing eyes on you. She shakes her head and resumes her pacing.
Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh, my memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want a Benwith's? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
That sneering little jerk with designs on my ship? Ha, no.
I'd say that's a damn shame, but you seem to be getting along well enough on your own. Benny's crew, I swear, we get up to some right nonsense. Most fun I've ever had on a boat, except for all the hangovers. You ever been hungover at sea? I don't recommend it, no ma'am. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? What with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff.
No kidding. I've always wanted a ghost friend.
And I've always wanted to be a ghost. Look at us, all in accords. We like 2 peas. I just hope you know where you're going, because I ain't got half a clue.
The spirit tries to give you a friendly pat on the shoulder, but her hand passes right through you. Unperturbed, she grins and walks along behind you. No idea what, if any, effect that actually has on anything. The pool is still and quiet. Having made the arduous swim once already, you are fairly confident you can find your way back. Swim through.
Trouble up ahead.
Excellent. How long? 2 rounds? 1 round?
What do you need? Sure.
That effect will get reapplied if it's standing in the sparks. No, apparently not. Maybe it would have if it had gotten to Chie's turn.
I'm here.
That's a good chunk of damage right there. And yet, nothing's past hurt.
What do you need?
Very well.
What do you need? Not even close.
What are we looking at here? 2 hits, 25 versus a deflection of 48. Wow. 30 at 48 for that. Interesting. Why is his accuracy better on his offhand? +5 accurate torch. Okay, torches are just innately more accurate for some reason. Guess they count as clubs, which I think have an accuracy bonus. And haven't built any dispositions yet.
I'm here.
Didn't do damage on her turn to the ones that already had come soft. Interesting. I wonder if using the brisk recitation is better then. Let's try that for a bit and see how that goes.
Yes.
Hmm? Yeah?
What can I do? As you wish.
Yeah?
What can I do?
Does seem to make it more consistent to go off on her turn, which is nice.
What do you need? Leave it to me.
Yeah, so
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts?
I mean, well, the ghosts seem to imply it was... Already forgotten his name. The pirate that attacked us on the ship. Benwith, I think?
Happily.
Brought it here. Was storing it for some reason. Yeah, it looks like with the Brisk Recitation, she will consistently do damage on her turn, then they will take the damage again on their turn. Whereas without it, she will do it on her turn, they'll take it again on their turn. They'll have a little bit of duration left, which will cause her to not do damage on her turn.
That art looks about as good as it smells at this point.
Indeed.
A dozen paintings, mildewed and worthless, line the wall amongst broken bottles and rotting wood. Ah, I see.
Well, that's gonna be hard to clean.
Indeed.
Let's take a look.
Ring of Minor Protection. I think, like in the last game, there's most containers like this have like randomized loot based on the day counter of how long you've been playing, which is super weird, but doesn't really matter. Nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to try and manipulate my day or look up tables to try to figure out when the best time to loot a chest is. Firebrand. If only I could find a way of reliably glitching it to get a permanent one like accidentally happened in the first game. Oh, my int doesn't affect this, I guess, because it's a scroll. It's only affected by your Arcana skill. Which is decent, +4. And I guess that needs 2 to cast. So for each point after that, it's +5%. Maybe +15 on things? No. Infamous Captain giving me +5%. Interesting. Whatever.
Keeping an eye out.
Wait for them to come to
What
us.
do you need? What do you need?
Yes?
Hey.
Alright, there we go. We can see everything now. Oh, one of them has a gun, so 2 of them have a gun, so not waiting forever for them to come to us. Oh, I missed with my cum soft winds of death. That's unfortunate. 35 accuracy I appear to have with that. Well, I have 64 with my rapier. What gives me 35? I guess it's 20 Chanter, 12 Perception, 3 level is all I get. I don't know how you could increase that.
What do you need?
Yes.
What do you need?
Good time to get a turn there at our...
That's right.
Oh, these Revenants are very durable. Yeah, that one's probably just dead to the DOT, so... Well, it'll die on her turn.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry, friend. I can't.
Stay behind me.
Engage it. Why are you not engaging it? It's not ideal. As I recall, this rot gas explodes on death, or maybe when it becomes near death, one of the two.
Very well.
Healing probably enough to like one-shot a party member, so I'm gonna stay away from it where possible.
Yeah?
Yes?
Missed again. There, I guess.
10!
Hmm?
Stand
What do you
together.
need? Leave it to me.
I'm here. Yeah!
Nice damage.
Yes? Sacré Fou!
There it goes. Just leave it
What
alone.
do you need?
Indeed.
Waterlogged note. Still no sign of Benwith. How much longer are we gonna wait? The wet's already ruined half our take. Get your stinking contract under control. It's been hanging out by that crystal. I swear it's been giving me the eye. I've got a lot of lockpicks already.
Well, that's not nice. All done.
Of course.
I think that's everything in this cave. Much like with the first game, I really wish these maps were a little bit brighter. Maybe even if they weren't just like a screenshot of the area, but were just kind of a outline drawing of the pathable area and points of interest, I think would probably be preferable. Especially given the piratey feel of the game, like a pencil sketch that looks like a pirate's map for all of the areas would be really flavorful. Though obviously a lot of work rather than just zooming out the camera and taking a picture of the JPEG that represents the map.
Should have known you'd come out of this in one piece, you old crank.
I'd rather die than let you savor the ship's last drop of ale.
The Yodel said you had to bail him out of trouble. Diverus? Was he crying? You can tell me.
Oh, quiet. You were under a damned barrel.
Good news, Captain. I found some supplies must have washed ashore. Even better. I've located some spirits. The mundane kind, I mean. Nothing that requires your talents, Watcher.
His eyes twitch and sparkle in delight. Have you seen any other survivors?
Not a one. We've come away from this one limping, Captain. But we live to see the next battle through.
Know anything about this island?
Kithriv here. I ken that much. Means we're a sight better off than we could be. Course, it's surely pirate territory. They've a number of bolt holes out this way. I'd nae be surprised if that cave up north is one of them. Could be they lie in wait for us, even as we speak.
A twinkle in his eye bellies his foreboding tone. Alright. Think I can figure out what to do on my own.
What a mess. We'll be needing help getting the Defiant off the ground.
They warned me strange things would come following you, Watcher.
Who's they? Who's warning you about me? Alright, I think we're ready to leave the starting zone. The Forgotten Sanctum has been installed. You'll automatically begin the first quest of this adventure when you receive a visitor upon the high seas after having progressed far enough in through Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, to access the Forgotten Sanctum. Seeker, Slayer, Survivor has been installed. You will automatically begin the first quest of this adventure when the Steward contacts you after you have progressed far enough through Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, to access Kuzawadi. Oh yes. I like this version of the map a little bit more than PoE1. It gives you a sense of exploration. Got some hardtack. Elonet's Fork. In the distance, you see a simple wagon. The angle at which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests that it has been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage, you can make out kith milling around it. Approach openly. As you near the cart, you make out a group of Redsaran pilgrims in rough spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps at the ground impatiently as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. One of the pilgrims notices you. Her step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look at you with a mix of apprehension and hope. Follow an Aethys. The older pilgrim's mouth opens in amazement. You hear a gasp from another. They look to each other, excitement in their eyes. Praise him, the old man cries out. We are not alone. We had the dreams too. We saw the 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm cloud. Figured it must be him, Aethys, calling to us. So we came here to the place we saw in our dreams. The pilgrim looks around, matching their sleeping memories to the present. We saw the giant pass with 3 stars on his brow, but... He sighs and gestures to the wagon stuck in the mud. Sad to say, we could not follow him. Wheels stuck as it gets. None of us are strong enough to lift that corner out and get someone under it. More than one of us tries and we get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch and suddenly remember their aching bodies. Well, let's take a look. A brief inspection reveals that the wagon is undamaged, but the wheel is stuck fast in the mud. I have some wood, the old man says as he gestures to the back of the wagon. If we can get the wheel up, we can slide that beneath it. Inside the wagon, you see several planks of wood. A small box of valuables sits to the side. One of the younger Dawnstars looks at you, eyes wide. Reckon you can lift it? The Edar has more might. We'll see if we can. Attempt to lift the corner of the wagon with Edar. We succeed. Edar squares themselves to the wagon's corner, squats down, and rests the wheel up from the mud with a grunt. A young Dawnstar stands in shock for a moment, reacting just in time to thrust a thick board beneath the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lie down a safe path for the wagon to roll free of the mud. The laboring Dawnstars glisten with sweat, but laugh happily as they sing songs of praise for Aethys. 2 hours passed. Smiling, their leader presses a small pouch of coins into your hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. They binge and they begin to prepare their wagons to take your leave, as you take your leave. You gained 15 silver pfennings, which are worth 6 copper. So that's what? 5 by 6 is 30, it's 90. 90 copper. Why not just tell me you gave me 90 copper? And the item was put into your stash. The old man calls out to you as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Aethys or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. No, that's progress for sure. Let's explore a little bit more elsewhere first. Wana tribes traditionally heap their dead onto pyres or give their bodies to the deep sea. But mounds like these suggest that rangas of honor, wealth, and distinction were buried nearby. You come upon a flight of wide steps that descend deep into the earth. Chill air radiates from a dark doorway at the bottom of the stairs. It smells faintly of dust and cold stones. Search the location. You take some time to search the burial site. 4 hours have passed. Continue. You find a weapon beside the remains. It's an unenchanted scepter. Who cares? Keep searching. Nothing of value. Keep searching. A yellowed scroll. Scroll of Prayer of the Body. Hit for 10 rounds. Pyrite times 3. Ring of Unshackling. Hey, at least an enchanted item, if one that I'm not hugely excited about. I had like 10 of those by the end of the game. First game. Suppress Affliction. Once per rest. And it was, I think, 3 per rest from the first game. Stifles detrimental conditions through sheer force of will, temporarily suspending hostile status effects on allies in the AoE. 2.5 radius. Only 1 round. It goes 4 in the first game. Oh. I should head there later. I suspect I'll be getting a companion or 2 in Port Mahé. I guess Mahé. Could be Maj. Could be Mage. Not 100% sure.
Better see what that crowd's about.
The crowd?
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
Really thought the narrator would get more action in. Seems like she only existed for the little prologue-y section where we met Barath. The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Almawa woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
The Almawa woman folds her arms.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves?
If everyone would...
As Clario's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention.
It's one of the pirates.
At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathered throng. I'm not a pirate.
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort.
Although the headwear I'm wearing sure makes me look like it with a eye patch and a tricorn hat.
2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer-wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets somewhat at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make her lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
If I was all that lucky, I wouldn't have crashed here.
Perhaps not, but I suspect some good can come of this. Per Complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Grande. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
Yeah, Vicky. She apparently just bolts out of here.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Mestre. Per complanca, don't tell me you're here to complain too.
The guardsman covers his face with his hand, groaning.
The virus. Are they recruiting right off of the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
What's going on?
A fight, Mestra. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worse for it.
He jerks a thumb toward the nearby door.
Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa. Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Darmo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Sure thing, dude.
Keep it down.
Of course.
I'm keeping Papa company till he's better.
Oh, good for you.
Who's there?
Well, don't see why not.
What can I do?
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Vylian man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring at you with the one good eye.
I know exactly how he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
He yanked at the bedsheet, trying to cover himself. Nice shiner.
Ah, hell take you. I get enough of this from the Nationale I work with.
A Vylian term for a nosy person. He falls back against the mattress, grumbling. Edar likes that because I'm lighthearted.
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her, the mad devil. Look what she did to me, my ear.
He turns his head and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
That's awful.
Well, clearly you have more compassion than the host of cackling fools that watched the whole thing. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised, purpled face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted.
What marvelous carvings!
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries old. Blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent!
Why, Berat smiles upon you. What fortune that on this turn upon the wheel, you should find yourself before the finest merchant in all the Deadfire.
Now, let's see what you got. This must be the one that was unlocked by the Barath points. It's a lot of max health for this point in the game. It's not bad. 10% AoE. It's certainly something Chie is going to want at some point. 8 charges of Fireball. If it was like 3 per day or 1 per fight, that'd be really cool, but I don't care for the 8 total. The same one he has? Yes. Grants lesser lay on hands. That's neat. Once per encounter, too. Nice. +2 might, not bad. +2 to max discipline. Kind of interesting as well. Speed, +25% stride and bonus against bonus deflection against disengagement, not bad. Ooh, greater deflection. 7. 10. Full protection. +2 con. 15% of crits become hits. Nice. +1 health restored per round. Pretty good too. And Grimoire. Don't really care right now. Next one. Go back a sec. Flamethrower. Fire throwers gloves. It's 2 dex, does very little for me, I guess it's not nothing. +2 to explosives, +1 to arcana, and 1 to all evocation power levels. I wonder if any of my invocations count as evocations. It's a funny sentence. +2 alchemy, that's alchemist cash. Once per encounter, summons a random potion into an empty quick slot. That's kind of neat. Are potions free actions in this? I know free actions seem rarer in this. Like, switching a weapon isn't a free action, which is kind of lame. Book of Breath apparently is unique, but it doesn't do anything. Once per encounter, it gives an escape charge, and gives +10 deflection against disengagement attacks. Not bad at all. A lot of interesting things. Might as well just, before concerning myself too much with it, sell all my junk. At least the identical items stack now. That's really nice. Makes this thing faster. Hold on to the fine breastplate. I might have somebody join me that has worse armor than that. Keep telling myself I'm going to look to see if I can find a PoE1 playthrough that actually uses traps. If there's anyone out there that's like tried to beat as much of the game as possible using only traps, that would be very interesting. They seemed so thoroughly useless, despite my character having maxed mechanics throughout the bulk of the game. Right. Checking, no discount on items. I wonder if that's always the case for this store. It did say that this store was cheaper. I should certainly check other shops first, I know. There's one here, at least.
Here you find civilization, Aimika. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive. That is, unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Alright, show me what you have for sale.
A wise and prudent decision.
Oh, a hunting bow that has dual damage types this early in the game almost makes me wish I had stayed a ranger. That would have been amazing. Unfit for melee. I mean, all bows should have that, honestly. It would just make it more interesting. Critical hits with this weapon transfer experimental soul energy into the target, morphing them into a sentient creature when the target dies? That sounds annoying. Oh, and they're not even always allies. This would make them always allies. This would make them last twice as long. Shame. If I wanted this bow, what I would really want is one that just gets rid of experimental souls. It sounds lame. Bonus damage as shock increases with metaphysics. Bonus damage as burn increases. That's neat. Wow. Maybe if I die with this character, I'll make a hunting bow user and try again, focusing on metaphysics. So you got here an exceptional club. Bonus damage, obviously. Shards of Vodka. 33% chance to apply a stacking curse, increasing their damage received. Kind of neat. Immune to engagement when 2 or more allies are nearby, or additional engagement when multiple enemies are nearby. Could be good too. Now, of course, as I said before, I don't particularly care for this enchantment system. Like, I don't mind them each having like a unique upgradable thing, but I want more generic. Like, why can't I just add Flaming Lash to a weapon or the like? I think that was fun in the last game to be like, oh, this is a decent weapon. I'll just add Shocking Lash and Kith Slaying to it. Incoming hits converted to grazes from melee weapons. Not bad. Bonus to Alchemy and Healing done. And that's everything. Definitely can see myself grabbing that Shattered Vengeance for Edar or something at some point, but...
What do you need?
What can I do?
Hey, well, don't see why not.
Oh, nice. Magic stuff. Oh, those swordsman bracers I was looking at. And Vendor Dash.
I'm here.
Can you get in there and pickpocket? Looks like it, just barely. Not bad. 40 or so copper.
Quietly now.
I assume so long as I'm stealthed, the pickpocket is safe. I don't know that. I don't know what the rules for pickpocketing are. I should like look that up so that I don't potentially cause the entire town to go hostile and basically game over this game for no reason, but I'm not going to. Actually, I should put that on her. More important to keep her alive.
Fresh fish! I have many fish here to trade. I caught them myself.
And the Almawa grins proudly. Let us see what you have. Well. And we'll buy a cuttlefish off you because you seem so proud.
Race you to the coral.
No contest.
What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim?
You are a strange man.
Red Serens, Adherents, the dear wooden. What next?
A giant right out of the living lands?
Don't joke. Who knows what that thing was?
Oh. Already encountered something I hated in the first game, which is the inability to pan the camera when you're near the edge of the screen. So let me see the black void. It's okay. Feels so stodgy. Also, the frame rate here is really bad. I don't know why. I do remember that when I played before, there was a significant chance that this boat would be facing straight up in the water, like it rotated 90 degrees towards us. Glad to see that it's not happening now. I don't know if that's a bug fix they've done, or just different computer hardware. I think the bulk of my computer is the same as it was like 5 years ago, but I do have a different graphics card. Could be that.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, miss. We are still recovering from the storm. We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Now, let me see what you have.
Have a look.
This stone tablet is wrapped in a rich leather engraved with flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. No, I'm not reading out the gibberish. I'm not good at that. Wonder if this is a puzzle of some sort. It's certainly not just read backwards, but it could be a cipher, maybe? It could just be in Vylian. I remember being confused by this before. I don't remember if I ever learnt what it was. I'll buy it, keep it on hand, see if something ever occurs to me. Boy, they sure did nerf this. Used to be 5 to 9, now it's 2 to 7 apparently. Death Smog. Grants death runes. After being near a killed enemy, grants temporary damage reduction. Nah.
How are we supposed to fight a giant?
Another ring of encircling.
We don't. We run.
Where? There is water on all sides.
And then run in circles. Merla, leave me in peace.
Interesting.
Yes. What is it I can do for you?
The watch commander looks up at you after her listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces, but does not turn away. What happened to you?
What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
Sientere, Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
Something you wanted?
I don't see many guards around.
We are stretched thin. The Storm Speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there. Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Lucky for you that I'm around. I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Rigere.
Suppose I could go speak to this Ilari.
Kue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this?
Aethys is responsible for all of this. I've had enough of the gods upending people's lives whenever they feel like it.
We have suffered misfortune, it is true. But I do not think we have given the gods cause to involve themselves. It was only a storm. The rest, greed and opportunity. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
How are things elsewise in Port Mahe?
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse.
Oh, very well.
Indeed.
Apparently she doesn't mind me doing that. Doesn't give me the stealing thing. That does. This doesn't. That's odd.
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain. A noble bearing all around.
The man in the cell wobbles lightly as he steps forward, fixing an eager smile and glassy gaze upon you.
Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish.
Well, I could certainly use more crew members. What do you need me to do?
You see how fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard, she has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have none. I flounder here until the debt is paid.
And what did you do to end up in there?
I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's Eye so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
You walked out on a tab, Rigere, nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby.
This feels like a silly thing to ask when she's clearly within earshot considering her interjection there, but any suggestions on how to get you out of there?
A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing.
Rigere leans in to wrap his fingers around the bar of his cell, rattling them to no effect. He sets his forehead to the bars, sighing.
The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all.
He turns a finger in small circles by the lock and winks at you clumsily. Wink clumsily at you, rather.
You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, madam, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With explosives, for certain.
And I don't want to blow up the building.
Norgund, in the Kraken's eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives.
He raises his brows and grins toothily. Alright. The easiest thing to do would just be to have Edar unlock it, I think. And then bail and let him let himself out later.
Hey. What? It's not nice. All done.
I'm guessing that'll work? I don't know. Seems like a lot of options for letting him out, for an early game quest like that. Either way, I got some experience out of it, so whatever. I'll come back to him after I've dealt with the folks in the other district that that lady mentioned. That I've already forgot both the district and the name of the leader she talked about. The game's really chugging, like, every time I interact with something. It's very strange. It should run just fine on a computer like this. Alright, still need to do that. Alright. I do know I'll get a companion if I go down there, but I'm putting it off until I'm ready to leave because I don't know how experience sharing works, and if I get, you know, tiny bits of experience here and there, it end up going just to 2 characters and then multiplied through to the 3rd one they join. That makes more sense than to recruit them immediately and spread the experience thinner.
Indeed.
Of course, it might just not work like that, and I'm just pointlessly putting it off. Who knows? I'll probably go down there after the discussion here.
Well, sure.
Of course. Not a sound.
All right, but I'm keeping. Guess that wasn't so hard.
Plate armor. Alright, I wanted to see what he looks like in a hat. Yeah, there we go. It's befuddling to me that I can just get things in and out of the stash in expert mode in this. That was not the case in the last game, and like it does call to wonder what the point of having a stash in personal inventory is. I am in expert mode, right? It's highlighted. In expert mode. Weird.
Yeah, I got it. Keep it down. All right, but I'm keeping what's in there. All done.
Nice. Didn't think I'd actually manage that, but it seems like I did.
Yes, certainly.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Magi.
That is Magi, not Mahe. Magi. Magi. He spreads his hands in a subdued flourish. Or at least it is to the Violians. It'd be interesting if the different cultures in the area had pronounced it differently. Like the Violians are like, oh, it's Magi, and the Almawas are like, oh, it's Mahe, you idiot.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. That's alright, never fit in much where I came from.
Interesting. Is that why you came? This may be a Valian trading company outpost, but I welcome settlers willing to work.
I'm tracking down Aethys for the goddess Barath. The governor regards you silently for a few moments. After an uncomfortably long while, you realize he's been waiting for you to laugh. I say nothing.
That certainly sounds important.
He clears his throat.
Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What could I do for you? I just got here.
Indeed. Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
No, I'm a watcher. I've dealt with Adra before.
Are you indeed? How very interesting.
For a moment, Clario appears entirely distracted from his point, regarding you with an uncomfortably intense degree of interest.
Do you know, they'd have a great deal of interest in speaking with you at headquarters. Something to consider.
He finally breaks from his musings and flaps a hand to dismiss the subject.
Well, luminous Adra is to Adra what a fine wine is to... well, never mind that. The point is that it is a particularly potent material, suffused with essence, and it is only found right here in the Deadfire archipelago. It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
Wait, you mean you're trading in souls?
That's a colorful way of putting it. Energy, really, is more apt. It's not quite a matter of digging up the spirit of your old grandmother.
Clario lets out a short, breathy laugh, shaking his head slightly.
We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture, up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. You say you are hunting this thing. Well, that is where it went. You need a ship? I need information. Do this for me, and I will set half the town to work on freeing your vessel.
And if I find this Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
Alright, I'll look into it.
Galade, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here. One more thing. If you should recover Odoris's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
We appear to have gained a level, though Edar did not. Oh, no, he did. Oh, the little plus just blends in so much with his hair, I barely saw it until it started flashing more aggressively. Well, I still need focus on mechanics with him. I wanted to see if 4 was enough for... how do I leave this thing? 4 points was enough to get +3 party assist. Where do I see my party assist effects? Ah, annoying. Oh.
Yes?
Guess I can't see that. That's not true, actually. I could see it if I was selected her and went to her level first, but I like leveling him first. Let's see. Okay, he gets 3 party when she has 5, so 4 is probably 5. I'm guessing 4 and 5 are +3, 6 and 7 are +4, and so on. Though that is just a guess. Mechanics, and... you can get some bluff with him. Increase the party assist, get the bluff. I think with him I'll like spread it between bluff, streetwise, and survival. I don't know if that makes sense. No clue what the best way to level that sort of thing up is. Last time I got the backstab. And I was thinking I'd either get escape or I'd just tell myself I'm never getting escape and go with smoke veil instead. I only really want it for the invisible to make backstab potent. Smoke cloud's not bad. Yeah, I think I go with that instead. So this level, I think I just grab Fast Runner to get better positioning. Maybe defensive roll. When critically hit, you become immune to engagement for a round. I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of just having plus 15% stride. Get him into position better. Get more stealth, I think. And then... more diplomacy? I don't know what I'll do with her overall. Leaning towards diplomacy. Like, I want to get 2, maybe 3 things. I could go like diplomacy, history. Maybe put some insight or something later. I don't know. Don't know what, if anything, there is for a good strategy there. Well, these seemed terrible last game, but I suspect they're a lot better now. Solely because Rennie Darrett's ghost seems a lot worse. He doesn't paralyze. Enough worse that I kind of regret getting him. I would have, if I'd known he didn't paralyze and barely seems to be doing damage for that matter, I would have started with Thrice Was She Wronged and Thrice Justly Avenged and then grabbed. And hell, a Hydra crashed upon the shield. But I did not know, so here's where we are. I want to get a style. Probably 2 styles, since I'm going weapon and shield. I can get both the one-handed and the weapon and shield style. I'll start with durability. Oh, I get 2 points this level. Do I want to just go straight into getting both my passives, or do I want to get one of these? A lot of damage. Nearby downed enemy to explode. Oh, so I need corpse explosion. I need a corpse. That would sound really awkward to use. cone that paralyzes for a round. What's that upgrade to? Also adds frightened. I mean, I guess it rolls them separately, but that they're both will save, so if they're likely to paralyze one, or save against one, they're likely to save against the other. Also, the frightened does not appear to have the foe tag before AoE, which means that might hit my allies, so that definitely not going to bother with that. If I do this next level, I'd probably grab that, and then the level afterwards I should be in power level 3, yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Weapon and shield, and one-handed.
Absolutely.
You have a name. Oh, you don't have anything to do or voice acting. It sounds as if you had a narrow escape. The pirates striding across the... Huh? No, that changed. The pirates have been bold of late. I don't know what to make of these stories of behemoths striding across the land. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to call an end to the session here. We will explore the Kraken's Eye and Shoti next time. But for now, I will thank you all for watching and or listening to Session 2. Of my Pillars of Eternity 2 turn-based Triple Crown attempt. And I will hopefully see you with Session 3. I do not know how you implement a game where it takes this long to load the main menu. I've done a fair bit of games programming, albeit primarily as a hobby, but like, Jesus, it's not hard to load your main menu. Almost instantly. I used an XML modification to, like, get rid of the news section in the thought that maybe it was connecting to the servers that was causing it to be slow, as well as used a firewall to block it from connecting to the internet to see if that fixed it. And it did seem to improve the speed. It did not seem to fix it. But rant over. End of session.